welcome to WIN-ERGIZE. Another rainy Wednesday, but that's all right. We are here in the house today to be able to get ourselves pumped up for that work week as we normally do. And we are so glad that you were able to come out on this day for your power lunch hour. How many of you are ready to get WIN-ERGIZed? Yeah. We are in for a treat today, as always, with Dr. Caracas, Doc Rock Watkins, coming up. And he has a really phenomenal subject matter today that should really be a boost for all of us. He will be speaking about the power of harnessing time. What a great topic for this Wednesday. And make note, ladies and gentlemen, that if you want another chance to hear Doc Rock coming up soon, that on Monday, with the celebration of Juneteenth, Doc will be facilitating an event that will be really great called Oh Freedom 2023. And it'll be starting at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Bob Harrison Center, and it is a fantastic lineup. Not only will you get a chance to hear Doc Rock, but this will also be hosted by the Commissioner Violet Edwards, and panelists will be Dr. Patricia Sims from Drake State Community College, Tracy Daughtry from Huntsville Hospital, Roland Gregory Brown from Brown Precision, Beth Richardson from Progress Bank, and Mr. Charles Fry from CNI Solutions. So that will be a wonderful lineup that you just don't want to miss in celebration of Juneteenth. So without further ado, let's welcome our speaker of the hour, Dr. Caracas, Doc Rock Watkins.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yeah.
And they stay there, and they say yeah.
All right. Get somebody a high five and say it's time to win. We don't lose. And good to see all you people. A lot of API people used to have a lot of other people. But anyway, it's all good today. Amen. It's all good. And just want to encourage everybody to just keep going forward and be all that you can be, right? We're going to talk about something that's very, very important. And I think it will help you. And those who are streaming, we got people streaming from London, people streaming in other places. Hello. Some of them texted me from South Carolina and all those places. So good for you to be on and take your lunch hour with us wherever you are. Everybody should have ate. Hope you got something to eat. It is not free. It is just no cost to you. I always tell people, people say, no, this is free. No, I don't put that on anything. Free lunch, free. No, I say no cost, right? May have not cost you anything, but it costs somebody something. In this case, it costs me. But anyway, it's all personally, it's all good. But I always like to talk about a book. And so before we get into what we're talking about today, this is the Ideal Team Player. Some of you have this book. It's a book by one of my favorite authors, Patrick Lencioni, who is one of the gurus in leadership and professional development. It's called the Ideal Team Player. So get this book, read it, and because either you own a team or you're not winning, right? Because you say, well, I got a vision, it's just me. If you can accomplish your vision by yourself, it is a small vision, right? You're gonna need somebody to help you. And let's give it up for my partner, not in crime, but my partner in success, Tish Hardick of Hardick Associates. We work with over 500 companies around this country doing great things, and so we thank you for her being with us. All right, so let's jump into this, and let's try to learn something in the next about 20 minutes, and then you can go. So I want to talk about the power of harnessing time, to harness time, the power of harnessing time. Now, that's a very tricky kind of statement, because how do you take time and harness it? How do you put it in a place that you can control it? Because to harness something means to control it, right? And so it's time. You have to be able to control your time. Do time going to get you? Time is one of the most precious commodities in the world, right? Time is one of the most precious commodities in the world. With it, you can accomplish things from a personal standpoint or a professional standpoint, okay? We have 24 hours in a day. We have 1,440 minutes in a day. We have 86,400 seconds in a day. All right? Everybody have those every day. All right? We all wake up every single morning with the same amount of time that's given to us. What you do with your time, okay, is how you become successful. It is what matters, right? Everybody have 24 hours, okay? But what you do with those hours, what you do with those seconds, what you do with those minutes, that's what matters, okay? And the deal of the matter is that you got to regain lost time. You got to regain time. You got to maximize your time and make the best of the time that's given to you. You ever got to the place where you said, you know what, man, if I had more time. Right? We all have done that, Barry. We all have done it. Man, if I had more time, what would I do? Well, here's the deal. Successful people do every day what unsuccessful people do every once in a while. All right? And one thing that successful people do is that you don't play with their time. Their time. Time is very, very powerful. Matter of fact, time is more value than money. See, you can make a bunch of money, but you can't make any more time. Once your time is gone, it's over. One of my mentors, Dr. David Green Jr., one of the greatest mathematicians in the world, always used to say, especially in Calculus 4, he would say, you can't regain lost time, right? And he would say, take your time, Paul, and make sure that you maximize that time, because once it's done, it's over. See, here's the deal. If you play around with your time today, okay, and you say, well, tomorrow I'm going to double my effort. I'm going to double it. Well, that's good, but if I don't play around today and double what you did on tomorrow, you'll never catch up with me. So you can't get that back. It is over. It is gone. You know, one of my favorite books said you need to redeem the time, right? You need to redeem the time. I mean that you need to maximize the time that's at hand. Because so many times we say, you know, if I had more time, if I only had 28 days. Well, let's be honest. If you had 28 days, you're still probably going to blow those 4. So we got to get to the place that we understand time, we understand how that looks, and we understand how to maximize it. We understand how to make the best of it every single day. I'm going to teach you a method that I learned a few years ago, and I learned it from a billionaire and a friend of mine who's talking and teaching. Okay, well, not billionaire. He worth 800 million, so close. All right. But he was talking about time. I said, oh man, I like that. And he didn't come up with it. Someone else did. But we started teaching it, and we started implementing it, and fruit came from it. The worst thing in the world is to learn something and you don't get fruit from it. You don't grow from it. It don't make you better, okay? It don't expand you. It doesn't cause things that's within you to leap and jump, and so you can be all you can be. And so I'm going to teach this method to you, and I'm telling you it works. Now, the deal of the matter is, I used it for a few years, and I got off of using it, okay, for about a year, and I was like, no, I got to go back. Okay, I got to go back. It was that powerful, and if you do what I teach you to do today, I guarantee you're going to have more time, you're going to prioritize better, and you're going to see yourself getting more things done. I'm a type person, and you listen to a person who leads 3 different organizations, okay, who I don't have a bunch of playtime. Anybody know me that you don't call me unless I've scheduled fun with you. If I haven't scheduled fun with you, I don't get on the phone, and people don't call me and say, hey, Doc, how you doing today? And I say, okay, what do you want? Because my time is precious. Because if I don't maximize my time, then these 3 organizations that I'm holding, that I'm leading, I'm not holding up. Somebody else is holding up greater than me, but I'm leading. Those organizations are going to fall to the ground. And I can't afford for not one of them or the three to fall to the ground, right? And even some of you. And then that's excluding being a father and a husband. I mean, that's excluding that. So you got to learn how to maximize your time and do not just the best, but do your best with the time at hand. Because people always complain about not having this, not having that. And they say, oh my goodness, so-and-so have this, and why can't I have that? They maximize their time. They took the time that was allotted to them and they maximized it. I would much rather for you, okay, to give you. I'd much rather for you to give me $20. For me, I'd much rather give you $20, okay, than for me to do a task for you for 15, 20 minutes. I just give you $20, okay, to do that. I don't have my time is more important than the money. Are y'all following me? And the higher you go, the more you're going to realize how precious your time is, okay? Because you want time to have fun. Anybody like having fun besides me, right? I tell people, I'm going to play hard, I'm going to work hard so I can play hard. Any play hard people? Yeah. But you got to work hard, and you got to maximize that time. You know, to be really honest with you, and there's nothing wrong with that, but me with my schedule, Tish, I don't have time to cut my grass. It doesn't make sense for me to cut my grass. I can pay a person, okay, much less than I make an hour, not just at one. Remember, I'm over 3 organizations, okay, so I got a lot of stuff all places. But it's much cheaper for me to pay somebody to cut my grass than to cut it myself. Matter of fact, if I'm cutting my grass, as my friend told me, he said, you stupid. I ain't calling you stupid, he called me stupid. He said, he don't make no sense for you to cut. What, Doc, that's an hour. He said, how much overall do you make an hour? I said, well, he said, well, it don't make no sense for you to cut your grass. You're losing money. You're losing money. Take that time, okay, maybe relax, maybe have some mindfulness, maybe go meditate or go do something else productive. But don't waste your time. Some of you, okay, and we're going to talk about that in this method that I'm going to be teaching on today. So I want to teach on the ABCDE method. Say ABCDE. Yeah, if you can't do that, then you need to go back to first grade. Well, maybe kindergarten now. You know what? They learned it like at 2 years old now. I was Dr. A and I was in Orlando teaching on leadership on this past weekend, and there was a little 2-year-old, the CEO of the nonprofit, had a little 2-year-old granddaughter, and oh my goodness, she was reciting a mission statement and saying all these things. I'm saying to myself, oh my, I ain't learned that till 2nd grade. Like these kids are geniuses now, right? And so I mean that we all have to get our priorities where they need to be. All right. So how does this method work? How does this ABCDE method work? Because if you work this, now it's going to take some work. All right. Let me stop. Let's just do a pause right quick. See, because if you're going to be successful, ask your neighbor, say, do you want to be successful? Yeah, you want to be successful. Yeah. You want to be successful. Now success is not $1 million. Success is not a house on a hill. Success is not a certain car. Success is, because a lot of people got a lot of stuff, they ain't got no money in their pocket, y'all. They broke as a joke. And they miserable and mad, okay? But if you want to be real successful, mean that you accomplish what the goals and visions that you've been given. With me, okay, I call it God, but you may call it something else. I want to assume that, right? But the deal of the matter is that when you accomplish that means you're successful, right? That means you're successful, all right? But if you're not accomplishing the goals that have been given to you that you called to do, then I don't care how much you look, you're not successful, right? And we need to be like Albert Einstein. We need to be like Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein said, try not to become a man of success. Try to become a man of value. Tell somebody value. You got to see something. Of value. Tell somebody value. Try to become a person of value, okay? So it's going to take some work for this to happen. So I need you to understand that when I give you this method, it's going to work for you. You're going to be great. You're going to have more time. You're going to get more done. How many of you want to get more done? Let me ask you that. Okay. All right. We're going to get more done. We're going to get more done. But the deal of the matter is, it's going to take some work. Now, most time when I start saying work, when we're saying, okay, here comes the success, here comes the value, here comes these things, people get really excited and all that. Okay. But when I start saying, okay, it's going to take some work, people start going the other way. They start, because most people miss their opportunity to maximize their time because the opportunity comes dressed in overalls. It looked too much like work. And so when the work is there, they say, nah, Doc, I ain't no able to do it. Yeah. And they may not say that to me, but their actions say that, right? Right? Their actions say that. You know, we have the privilege of talking to a lot of companies and a lot of people here and around the country and around the world, matter of fact. But, you know, and some people implement the things we say, and some, like some of y'all, I love you. You're just looking like, I'll be glad we done. I wish I had to come here. Okay. But, you know, but some of y'all, but anyway, you know, and those people don't grow. But those who catch it, oh my goodness, boom, they just go real fast and pass by people. How many of you want to pass by people? Yeah. But you got to implement what was being said. So, okay, so first of all, in order for this to happen, okay, the first thing that you have to do is that you have to write down. You got to make a list. Tell somebody, make a list. This ain't Santa Claus making a list, checking it twice. No, it's not that. Okay, but you got to make a list of your professional and your personal task. Your personal and professional tasks, all right? Things you got to follow up on. Things you need to follow up on. You got to make a list. Y'all still with me? Okay, so here's mine for this week. Okay, personal. I got 3 different professional things that I do. So I got okay, and now labor. We're gonna talk about that. So you're going to have to make a list. Now the deal of the matter is, when you make the list, it's gonna take you some time. But the time you spent on the front side in making the list, okay, will be a seed, because a harvest is going to show up on the backside of what's going to happen by making the list. So every beginning of the week, okay, which the work week is Monday, but the beginning of the week is Sunday. So generally on Sunday evenings, okay, generally, I make my list for the week of tasks I need. Now, here's the deal. I told you I stopped this for a year. And I went to this fancy computer thing. And, you know, it alerted me and had all these things. And it had the bells and whistles with it. It was a great program. I don't want to name it because, you know, I'm going to have to speak at that company. And I don't want to incriminate myself before I get there. All that kind of stuff. But it didn't work. It did, but it didn't. And I'm finding out that some of the electronic stuff or software, some of that is good, but just old-fashioned right now, crossing it out, does something. You know, your brain is designed that if you write things, you'll remember much better than when you type. Y'all already know that, right? Okay, so that old-fashioned thing still is good. So write down all your personal, okay, and your professional tasks separate. Now, if you are involved in several different professional things, you need to write them out separately. You need to have a category for them separately, okay? All right, so once you write those all out, all right, all the tasks, going to take you a while. Tell somebody, going to take you a while. Going to take you a while, but it's going to help you. Matter of fact, it's going to help you to remember some things that you already forgotten. How many of you get to Wednesday or Thursday and you say, oh my goodness, I supposed to have done this week. Matter of fact, you should have did it on yesterday and you just now remembered. How many, we all right? We all have done that, right? Okay, now this is going to help you to remember those things even the more. Because what's going to happen is those tasks that you do not complete on this week, you will see them for next week and you'll be able to apply the ABCDE method to them. Y'all still with me? All right, so number one is, we're going to write them down, we're going to write all the tasks down, and then after you write all your tasks down, personally and professionally, okay, and this is not a seminar, this really, to teach this, it would take me, 2 hours, but I'm going to give you the 25-minute keynote version of it, all right, because it's free for you, all right, no cost, I should say. All right, so number one is, okay, once you write those down, all right, you're going to label them. You're going to label them A, B, C, D, and E, all right? You're going to label every task, all right, A, B, C, D, or E, every one of them, okay? Now, here's the deal. A task. Let's A. Those that you label A, they are, write this down, very important task. Very important task, okay? They're very important. These tasks are essential. You have to do them. If you don't do them, something bad is going to happen. Like paying your mortgage. That may be on the personal side. That may be an A. I don't think it need to be, okay, a E, and I'll talk about that one, okay? I think it may need to be A, okay? Things that are very important. Now, do not label things that are not very important to be important. Now, let's stop right here. What is essential? Essential things are things that have to be done that, will affect your life. It is not essential for you to go shopping. Now, you say, well, Doc, you can't tell me not to go shopping. I didn't. I'm Doc Rocky. I'm your friend. I didn't tell you not to go shopping. But people who have A as shoppers are brokers. Not brokers and brokerage, okay, but broke. All right? Broke in money, broke in success, broke in mindset. Yes, broke, right? So I love you. I like you a whole lot, but don't do that. Don't do that, all right? All right, okay? So now, These are the A. If you fail to do it, there's some consequences to it. See, if you don't do the A things, there are severe consequences sometimes that happen in your world, right? Personally, and professionally, right? All right? And the deal of the matter is, if you're broken personally, sometimes it bleed over into your professional world. And sometimes your professional world starts to go crazy. It bleed over into your personal world. So you got to keep both of those worlds up and going, kind of at the same time, right? And that's the ultimate thing we want to do. All right. So find those things that are very important. Now, if you say, Doc, they are all important. You missed it. You missed it. No, everything is not essential. Everything is not A things. A lot things that, matter of fact, that you call A things may be B things or C things. They may even be E things. In the end. But you got to work it. All right. Now, next are B things. Things that B are less important tasks. All right. A are very important tasks. B are less important tasks. All right. In this category, okay, all right, in this category, you need to be aware that it's important these tasks are important to carry out. They are, but not right now. Not right now. They're important to carry out, but not right now. These are your B tasks, all right? All right, this means that when you plan your week, plan your day, if you have some free time, you can get these done. But only do these when you have free time. Now, the problem with us is that we do too many free time things on our quality time. We do things that, really they free time. They B stuff, but you putting them in front of A. And we all know, okay, from Miss Dixon, in my case, teaching me the alphabets, that A come before B. We all know that, right? Everybody can go back to their kindergarten teacher, their mom, or their first grade teacher, right? How many of you know your first grade teacher? Name. A lot of y'all. The rest of y'all, where y'all was at? Y'all sleep? No, I'm just kidding. So these are B things. Never ever substitute a B thing for an A. Take care of A. So what you don't get to B? We say, well, I got to get to this. No, you don't have to get to B. Remember, B is important, right? But it's less important. A is essential. A is very important. So no, you do not have to do B things right away. You just don't. You just don't. I know you want to go and get your nails done. No, that's men and women, by the way. All right? Yeah, all right. I know you want to go get your pedicure, your manicure, get your hair did. I got mine done this morning. My barber's a pretty good dude. But that's not an A thing. It's not. I like you, but if that's A to you, you may be in trouble. May be in trouble. Now we have a bishop, Bishop Gray. A thing with him is to study. If he makes studying B, they in trouble. They in trouble. So your task of A, B, C, D, E may be different than somebody else. So you can't compare this with other people because you are very unique within your own self. So your categories or labeling your categories may be absolutely different than your neighbor, your friend, and even sometimes maybe if you're married, your spouse. You can't do this for both of y'all. Just one, right? All right. So those are B things. Now let's go to C. And I'm about done. Yeah. How y'all am? C. These are nice things to do. These are nice things to do. Listen, there's no pressure for this category to be performed in any way. All right? These should be pleasurable things. C things. All right? A C thing, pleasurable. You going to Top Golf. That is not A. That is not B. Now, every once in a while it could be A because you need some rest, okay? I get it. But generally speaking, that's a C thing. These things they nice things to do. It'd be nice to go walk in the park. But if you don't do your A things, you'll never be able to get to the C things. Now, I want to tell you that if you use this method, you'll be able to do your C things. You really will. You really will get some C things done. But you can't put that before what's important, all right? We're talking about harnessing your time. Remember, you have 86,400 seconds in a day. What are you going to do with those seconds? I just wasted 10 of yours right there. Right? Look, you can't get that back. You can't get those 10 seconds back. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. They're gone, okay? The thought that you could have used to create some of your mind in the last 10 seconds is gone. That's how important time is. That's how important it is. When people, I have direct reports, at one of our organizations, of course, that we over, and they're going to text me, Doctor, you have 5 minutes. Doctor, you have 10 minutes. I mean, just ramrod me, No, I mean, I may have time, but it may be later, right? Your time is so precious. Look at your neighbor and say, it's precious. I'm telling you it is, okay? So you must always find time, to bring leisure, right, to the professional side of your life. But those C things are pleasurable things. Listen, if you work hard today, okay, you can play hard tomorrow. But if you don't work hard today, you will have to pay on tomorrow. Work hard. Go for it. Leave everything on the field. I told somebody when I die, I'm going to have a smile on my face because I'm going to live full and I'm going to die empty. When I close my eyes, there going to be nothing else I could do. I'm going to maximize every second that I have. I'm telling you that I'm going to play real hard. I'm going to work real hard, very, very hard, and I'm going to play hard. See, people who understand time, they understand when it's time to have a good time. But C don't happen all the time. You can't live for the party. You got to live for success. Live to be valuable, all right? It makes sense? All right, and we'll go into details on this when I do a seminar. All right, D things, all right? These are tasks that you delegate. All right, y'all still with me? A things are very important tasks. B things are less important tasks. C things are nice to do things. D things are tasks to delegate. Delegate, all right? You got to be able to delegate things to other people. Some things you don't need to do. You need to give it to somebody else to do so you can do, what's most important to you at that time. I tell people, just because you get things done does not make you a good leader. All right? I've written 2 solo books, two co-author books. I read, I study, I travel, do all this stuff on leadership. Let me tell you something, okay? About 25 years or more than that, 30 years of leadership. Let me tell you this: leaders influence others to get things done. And if you are a person that you can do it all, you may be a great worker. You're not a great leader. Because leaders convince and influence others to do and help them get things done. And you got to learn to delegate, right? If you're going to free up some of your time, you got to delegate some things. Now, Tish has an office full of a bunch of people that work for her, or work with her, and she's a CEO. I know you don't do everything. I know that, right? Because we work with you. We one of your clients, right? I mean, you got other people doing other things. You delegate it. Now, you probably could do most of it, but no, you delegate it. You get it off your plate. And some of our tasks that we write down, we need to put a D by it, a big D. Delegate. Send it down or over or up to somebody else. It is not for you to do. Yes, it's not for you. You can clap on that. You're right. It's not for you to do. Okay? Some things, matter of fact, is for your kids to do. And from a personal level. So I'm a neighbor. and taking out the trash 3 times in a row, and I try to figure out why is he spending 4 or 5 minutes of his day every day, not every day, but once a week or whatever. But you add that up, it becomes some time taking out the trash when he have 2 able-bodied boys at the house. That's a delegation thing, right? You got son. Some things, hey, son, you need to do it. Daughter, you need to do it. Whomever, you need to do it. If the dog is getting fed, what can the dog and the cat do? We're going to figure out what everybody in the house, even the bird, whatever. All right, what can you do? Because if you're going to be successful, you have to learn how to delegate, tasks to others. And you can't be so insecure within ourselves not to delegate, thinking that somebody would do it better. Matter of fact, can I say this? If we delegate it to you, we want you to do it better. You should do it better. The idea of a true leader is that they can lead people to do better than they are. That's not a bad, that's a good thing. So some things we need to delegate. Take it off your task list. Put a D by it. Next week, do not put that on there. All right, when you do your list, maybe you'll start doing it at the beginning of Sunday or Monday. But the following week, make sure those things that have D's on them, they should not be on your list the next week. Should be off your list because now you have delegated them. Now, some things you delegate, sometimes you got to take back because they ain't do it right and delegate it to somebody else. But remember, if it need to be delegated, don't take it back for too long. It did not come to stay. It came to pass. All right? You push that to somebody else so you can maximize your time and be all you call to be. Because I asked you before I started today, how many of you wanted to be of value? How many of you want to be successful? And please don't say, I want to be successful, because people are connected to you. If you connect to me and you don't be successful, get off my team, get from me, okay? Because I don't hang with chickens. I eat chicken, okay? I grill it, I barbecue it, I fry it. I hang with eagles, okay? So eagles are people who say, my time is valuable, all right? So those things you got to delegate. All right, last thing, E, tasks you can eliminate. Tasks you can eliminate. There are some tasks that you don't need to be doing at all, or you need to be doing them a different way. They need to be eliminated. E things are things that you need to eliminate. Don't delegate it. Don't send it to nobody. When you get time, I'll do it. No, it needs to be done. Okay, quick example. All right, you go into the grocery store every day. Every day you go into the grocery store. Well, you need to eliminate that. You need to start going to the grocery store once or twice a week and buying enough food. Okay, that time that you spend every day going in and out of the grocery store, which drive there is 20 minutes, drive back is 20 minutes, stay in there another 20 minutes, 20 plus 20 plus 20 is an hour. So an hour a day, okay, it's a lot of time, right? That time you can be working on your plan. You can be working on your business, working on your dream. How many of you have dreams? Work on your dream. You need to spend some time working on your dream. Okay, that's just one example. What are some things that you are doing right now that can be eliminated? You can be taken off your list. Flushed down the toilet, put it in the garbage can. Okay, Corey, you don't need to do it no more. What are those things? You got to eliminate those. So you got to use this method, and as you start to use it, and start to get practice in it, it'll be easier, it'll flow better, but you got to start, okay? You got to start. Even if you just start this week with 5 or 6 tasks, don't make no difference. Start. You got to be in habit form, right? You got to start forming habits in doing this, because once you do this, then you're going to have some time. People ask me, they say, Doc, how do you do what you do? Even people around here and some of the boards I sit on, they say, I ain't tell you about the boards. I sit on 6 different boards in the city. Okay, I'm not bragging on that. I'm trying to tell them, okay, you need to find some other people because, so anyway, and hopefully I can be off a couple next year. All right, but how do you do all that? I said, Doc, how do you do all that? I had the mayor say, Doc, how do you do all that? The mayor, I said, how do you do all that? I said, I don't waste time. Anybody know me? I don't waste time. I schedule fun. You know, I feel sorry for my wife being married. Being married to me is a booger bear. Oh my goodness, nobody want to wish that on them. No, but seriously, I don't waste time. So I schedule fun. And y'all schedule fun. You know, we're gonna do on Friday from so and so to so and so. You know, we're gonna have fun. I learned this part in engineering school because school was so hard. It was so tough. You know, till at Kettering University in Flint, Michigan. You know, till we schedule fun. So here's the deal. On Friday, we say we're gonna meet up at the cafeteria from 5 to 7, from 4:30 to 5:30. All right. He said, everybody, we're gonna eat, and then from 5 to about 8:30, we are going to study. We're gonna study real hard. All right. Then from 8:30 to 12:30, we're gonna hang out. 1 o'clock, we're gonna hang out. Okay, but at 6 o'clock, we all up, okay, at the library, and from 6 to 12, we are going to study. It's a Saturday. We're gonna study, okay? At 12 o'clock, we are going to hang out, okay, up until the night, okay? On Sunday, a lot of us went to church, others, but after that, you're gonna study. I mean, we scheduled fun. This happened for 5 years, including my thesis. So, why? Because those that didn't do that, we didn't see them the next semester. And y'all been in college, and some people like, you seen Ron? No, man, I ain't seen. You seen Kevin? No, man, Kevin, no. You know, and you look for 2 days, and when Kevin don't show up, you know he didn't make it. You seen Sabrina? No, man, you see Sabrina? No, I ain't seen Sabrina. No, I ain't seen her in check-in. You ain't seen her check-in? No. Some of them got some apartment. You see an apartment? No, I ain't seen Sabrina at the apartment. You know, so you go a week and you don't see Sabrina. Guess what? Sabrina didn't make it. And these were smart people who graduated valedictorian and salutatorian of big schools. Why? Because they did not apply the method of maximizing and harnessing time. You have to harness your time. Do what's going to get away from you. Time is escaping you. I don't let time escape me because I can't get you back, so I'm going to maximize you. Why I got you. And you got to look at it that way. If you don't look at it that way, you're not going to win like you need to. But if you take this method, ABCDE method, write down all your tasks, write down all the things you have to do, and apply these priorities to it, and use it. Tell somebody use it. Yeah. And use it. You're going to see some incredible things shift and happen in your life. And things that have not gotten done for a while, you're going to see them getting done in your personal life and in your professional life. All right? All right? So I hope you got something out of this quick this method, and I taught you, and this message that I've given to you on maximizing the power of harnessing your time. Now, I have no bad days, and that's the reason I wrote the book. I don't have bad days. Maybe bad few seconds, maybe a bad few minutes, maybe a bad few hours, but I do not have a bad day, because if I have a bad day, I can't get it back. I can't get it back. It's gone. So I told myself, I'm not going to have any bad days, okay? A few seconds, few minutes, maybe a few hours, maybe, all right, when things are really, really bad, but never a bad day, because I want to maximize every single minute I have on the earth. Last thing before I let you go, you're not going to go and maximize what you call to do, sleeping 10 hours a day. It ain't going to happen. Now, you can do that. I'm fine with it. But you're not going to be successful sleeping 10, and sometimes 8. You know, sometimes you got to go get 4. Now I know Dr. Tiffany, a medical doctor back there, you know, she gonna probably kill me. But sometimes you got to go on 3. Sometimes you got to go on 4. I know you can't sustain that, okay. But sometimes you got to maximize that time. You got to get it done, okay. And you got there's times I'm gonna sleep on the plane. Yeah, I'm going to sleep on the plane, all right, because I got to maximize the time, you know. Everybody playing, doing their stuff. I'm in some book. I'm doing some study. Why? Because I got so much stuff going on. Then get on the plane, I fall asleep, okay. Sometimes I've been so asleep on the plane till I didn't feel the takeoff and I didn't feel the landing. The flight attendant said, sir, we landed. That's how asleep I was, right? But guess what? That gets you to the place you need to be. So shout no bad days. Shout again, so no bad days. So now, no bad days, we're gonna harness our time, okay? We're gonna maximize. We're not gonna have bad days. We're gonna be successful. So here it is. It's Super Sunday. It's Marvelous Monday, okay? It's Terrific Tuesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday. It's Triumphant Thursday. It's Fantastic Friday. And it's Successful Saturday. I'm Doc Rock. You join me at the top. We'll WIN-ERGIZE later. See y'all.
DJ Khaled! Yeah! All I do is win, 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 no matter what.